Hey, 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 everyone! Welcome to a coffee corner. And if you notice the title, it's a single digit dance. That's right. Today I am 9 days away from my trip to Orlando. I'm super excited. And I cannot wait. Cannot wait. So it's been a while. I haven't done a coffee corner in a few weeks. So for those of you who don't know, I do work at our local school. And so school started about a month ago. For me, it started about the beginning of August, some random training days here and there. And then I had some in-service days the second week of August. And then officially, I went back on the 17th, and the kids came back. Some kids on the 19th, some kids on the 23rd, and some kids on the 30th, depending on what grade level they were. So it's been crazy, but it's been so good. The crazy thing to me is that in the short amount of time that we've been in school, like, I've gotten to know my students that I work with really well. This year I have 3 fifth grade boys, all with different needs. And so getting to see them, like, I don't know the word that I'm wanting to use. The word, like, getting to see them and already the progress that they're making, and school's been in session such a short time. It makes my heart so happy. It makes my heart so happy to see it. So it's just been it's been a wild ride the past few weeks. But anyway, you don't care about school. You do. You might. I don't know. It's weird. So sorry about that. You may hear random alarms during this stream. My day is so weird. Last year I had an hour and a half lunch, and I rode the bus, and I was right under 40 hours. This year, because of what I need to be doing in classroom with students, I only have an hour lunch that I was scheduled, but I'm over 40 hours. So we had to find the different spots where one of my students did not need one-on-one para support and take random breaks. We were really concerned on Friday because I went to my teacher, my supervising teacher. I'm like, I'm in trouble. And she's like, why? And I showed her, and it was like 2:00, and I only had like an hour and maybe a little over an hour left to stay under 40 hours. And so she's like, okay, let's call my mom. Her mom happens to be my boss, it was really awkward at first, but it's okay now. So she's like, well, if this is a one-time thing, it'll be fine. She was talking to her daughter at that point. She's like, you'll need to go in and say, okay, this is why she was over 40 hours. And what it was is we had NWEA testing last week. It was beginning of the year math testing, beginning of the year English testing, beginning of the year language arts testing, all that kind of stuff. So I really couldn't take breaks like I did the week before, which I was under 40 hours. So we're like, okay. So we kind of looked at each other when we got off the phone, because we were on my phone on speaker, and we're like, okay, how can we make this work? And she's like, stay clocked out until the third learning block teacher comes in, and then hopefully that'll alleviate enough that we'll be under 40. Well, the teacher, because I leave class at 3:10 to get ready to go on the bus with another student. At 3:00 Friday, she's like, okay, you guys have a half an hour to work on any other project. And I'm like, peace. I'm going into I've got to go. I'm going to head out, because the two that were in there, one of mine wasn't there. And so I wasn't needed as much with the other two. So I ran into my supervising classroom, and I go, I can clock out for 10 minutes. It may save us. That 10 minutes put me under 40 hours by 5 minutes. I called her. I'm like, I did it. I got under 40 hours. And she's like, oh, thank goodness we don't have to do more paperwork. It was great. I was really excited that we were able to do it. because I didn't want to like put her in any like have to do extra paperwork. I didn't want to do extra paperwork. So it was good. So hopefully I know this week I won't have to worry about it because obviously there's no school today, which is why we have coffee corner today. But I get to, one of the things that we have to do is we have trainings that we have to complete. But by doing our trainings, you still can't go over 40 hours. I haven't been able to do any training work since the beginning week of school. So hopefully this week I'll be able to get a few more trainings done. And then we also don't have school on the 27th of the month. And so I will be able to get trainings done then as well. Very excited about that. Because every week I get an email, you have Infinitex due. Well, yeah, I know, but I also don't have any time to do them. I'm sorry. Like, really. So I see we have 2 people watching. Hello, welcome. Glad that you're here hanging out. Make sure to say hello so I know who's here hanging out. And we're just going to be chatting for a little bit. Coffee Corner is literally just a morning show that I started over the summer, and I kind of ramble a little bit. But you guys know that, so it's okay. But it's also, like my title says, over here, up there, wherever, down here, wherever it is, the single digit dance. And I am going to Disney in 9 days. I will be there the 16th, 17th, 18th, and come home the 19th. I just finished filming my trip overview video like 2 minutes before this stream started. And so I will be staying at the Contemporary for a couple nights, All-Star Music for a night. I'm going to be doing scrapbooking, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and Boo Bash. And I am excited for Boo Bash. I've heard people say things both ways. Like, people love Boo Bash, people hate Boo Bash. So I'm excited to be able to give you my thoughts on Boo Bash. For as long as I held on the phone to get Boo Bash tickets, I hope it's worth it. If you didn't know, I'm a travel agent, and the day that Boo Bash tickets came out, if you only could purchase them in advance if you had an on-site reservation, and you couldn't purchase them online. You had to call. I spent all day on hold in silence. I literally played on my phone all day so I could check to make sure I was still not on disconnected. It was horrible. It was migraine inducing, and I'm glad that for the Christmas tickets they had something different. Oh, typically, see, can't even think. I haven't had coffee yet. I haven't had coffee in my corner yet. Christy of Christy's Corner, or Sammy if just Sammy Things is on with us, but they have some other prior engagements this morning, so they are doing those. Sam is outside. That he is working on some Halloween decor, and if you have not seen my Instagram post, I will pop it up here real quick so you can see. Sam is working on Halloween decor. The back one is a stable for the nativity, and then we have a Halloween coffin in front. You know, exactly what you plan to see in a manger scene is the coffin, but you know, hey, it works, right? So he actually could fit in it. It's big enough to fit him. And I was like, oh, I bet Sam, you can't fit in that. He's like, come help me move it and I'll show you. And he tells me later, I actually built it to fit me so that I could jump out at people. Okay, cool. We have what I think happened. Honestly, Sam is done designing building for Christmas. He needed something to do, so he decided to do Halloween as well. So, we have bought a lot of Halloween stuff lately. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm yawning. Because, like, at this point during my day normally, I'm running around like a crazy. Actually, at this point on my normal day, I'm on break already. This is how my day functions. And this is something that I didn't know the last time I had Coffee Corner. I didn't have my schedule set yet. So I am up at 4:20 in the morning every morning with Sam. I get up, I eat breakfast, I have some coffee, and then I about 6:15 my dad comes to pick me up. We have one car, so my dad has been feeling like he isn't really needed the past couple years, so we're having dad take me to work in the morning, and then Sam picks me up at night. But dad picks me up, we go, we stop, we get something to drink at the convenience store, and we sit and talk for about 10-15 minutes. And then I get on the bus to go to another town that's in part of the district that I work in, and we pick up a student that needs a bus para. And literally I sit there and play on my phone on the bus, and I get paid for it. So then we go back. We drop off all the middle school students that are on the bus, and then the bus takes me to the elementary. And so I'm at the elementary by about between 8 and 8:05, depending on how many pickups we have. We have a few students that live at the lake, and we pick those up because there only needs to be one bus doing that route, and it's the middle school route. So I get off at the elementary, but like I said, it's between 8 and 8:05. On Wednesdays, I go straight into the gym for a faculty meeting, which I think is really weird that I'm going to a faculty meeting at the school that I attended, but so then I just blanked. So then I go to the classroom with the students, and it's about 8:30. 8:30 to 9 is band for those students who are in band. If students are not in band, they are going to be doing a book study. And a book study is pretty much where the whole class, the one classroom will read a book and do like a report on it. So that gets us to 9 o'clock. 9 to 9:30 is my typical break. And so I'm already having this time on a normal school day, I would be on break. 9:30 to 10:30. 9:30 to 10:30 is learning block 1. And so there's 3 fifth grade classes this year. And so whatever class you're in, like your homeroom will be what class you have first. So the classroom that I'm in will have science/social studies first. Good morning, Christy. I hope everything is going okay at home. Missed you this morning, by the way. So 9:30 to 10:30 is learning block 1. One class has math, one class has reading, my class has social studies/science. Then from 10:30 to 10:50 is recess. And so they're like, why don't we have a longer recess? And I'm like, because next year you don't get one at all. Deal with it. So and let me tell you, fifth grade boys and football do not mix. They jump down each other's throat when somebody misses a ball. I'm like, guys, this is not the NFL. You are not getting paid to play this. It is a 20-minute recess. Chill out. 10:50 to 11:45 is specials. And so this could be, this year they are integrating Spanish back into the elementary education. So 3rd, 4th, and 5th at some point during the week we'll have Spanish. My classroom I'm in has it on Wednesday. They could have guidance time with the guidance counselor. The guidance counselor comes in and talks to each classroom for about a half an hour once a week. The guidance is every other week. And then every Friday is library for the class I'm in. So Monday and Tuesday, they're going to be doing study hall. They're going to be watching some sort of educational video. Typically they watch CNN 10. It's a 10-minute kind of news overview video of what's happened the day before. The teacher is in the middle of a read aloud of a book. So there's several things that can happen in that time frame. And on Wednesday, every Thursday and Friday, I take a half an hour break during that time when they have specials. After that, at 11:45 to 12:40, there is learning block 2. So the classroom I'm in would have math. I leave about 12:35 because I am a lunchroom para at 12:40. So I clock out for my lunch break, which I am a lunch para for now. And I help supervise the lunchroom for the half an hour lunch. 1:50, so that goes from about 12:45 to 1:15. 1:15 to 1:25 is bathroom, wash hands, and change shoes because 5th grade has PE music. Because there are 3 classrooms, they divided my classroom down in half and split half with one of the classes, one with the others. So my schedule is I have music from 1:30 to 1:50, and then 1:50 to 2:20 is PE. 2:20 to 3:10, I am in learning block 3, which for my classroom is math. And then at about 3 o'clock, my mother alarm goes off, and I go down, use the bathroom, fill my cup with ice, get ready to get on the bus. Because let me tell you, if you don't go to the bathroom before you get on a bus, it's a long hour before you get to go to the bathroom again. Just saying. And then 3:10, I go out. About 3:20, one of the buses comes by to pick me up to go to the middle school where I wait on a student, the same student I have in the morning. And we go, they load up the bus at 3:30. We go back to the elementary school to get on the main bus to head back to the other town. And then I switch buses to get onto the bus that comes back first. And I am back in the bus barn by 4:15 at latest. So I have a really busy day. I never stop moving. I'm averaging about 8,500 steps a day. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. But I am telling you, I am glad for the 3-day weekend. Very much so. Very, very much excited for the 3-day weekend. I hope everyone else is enjoying their 3-day weekend. I'm assuming everyone is probably still sleeping. I was like, I am not getting up at 7 o'clock to do normal coffee corner time. Not happening. Not happening. Because it will be too tired. Too tired. I was really excited that I was able to sleep in. So Sam is already outside and working on stuff. He is working on Halloween stuff. That's pretty much what is going on. I mean, you guys know. I ramble. Girl, I'm still laying in bed. Get your behind out of bed and come talk to me. I said, come talk to me. See, I rate hi to my friends. No, I'm kidding. I know that both of them are enjoying their days off. Her head hurts. Well, get some coffee going and come hang out with us for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I don't know, however long we've got left here. I'm redoing a video. I had Irene from Wonderful World of Walter put together a Haunted Mansion collab, like my collabs. Do whatever you want within the theme. And I'd put together a paper piecing. And I will tell you, I felt like I threw that video together. And so I had been contemplating in my head, like, do I redo this video? Do I leave it alone? What do I do? Well, we were in Walmart, and there was this Halloween decor, and it had 2 skeleton hands, one on each side, and it was like bookend. It was like the hands were bookends, and there was like 3 plastic books in the middle. One said cures, potions, and something else. And I looked at Sam and I went, I could make that. So we went to Dollar Tree because we knew that they had some like plasticky hands, and they looked really dumb. I mean, they looked Dollar Tree hands. So Sam's like, it's okay. We'll find something. Don't worry. We've got time. Well, we were in Walmart, and I go, there was this bag of bones that Walmart had, and it was $10. And I go, I wonder if this has hands. I'm like, my luck, it would have one. It had two. So I have 2 skeleton hands. Yay me. So yesterday, and they had these like little knob things that came about right here. You can tell. Let's see if you can see it from the glare. You can kind of see where Sam sawed it off. Oh, there you go. Maybe right there. Yeah. Kind of sawed off the end there so that it would like sit flat instead of like funky. So I have my 2 hands. And then yesterday, Sam cut me some books. I have a whole, this is from Dollar Tree, a whole basket full of wood blocks of different sizes and shapes. I have a ton of these little ones. I'm going to use them and make magnets. I'm gonna get some sandpaper and like sand the edges and stuff on them. But I've got a tall book. I've got this one, these 2, and then I have this one. So either what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it together down here and then show you. So I've got the small ones on the outside, the little bit bigger ones next, and then the taller one in the center. I've got my hands. So the books will be painted black. Okay. So this is what it would kind of look like. This way. Or what I can do is I can take out this big one, use it for something else, and literally make bookends. Take the 2 shorter ones and the hand and have 2 sets of bookends by ghost writers. From the Haunted Mansion. Their library is filled with ghost writers. So I'm going to be working on that at some point. You like the first arrangement. What do you think of the second one? So, like I said, get your buttons out of bed and come hang with me. So I've got that, but I've got a ton of these little bitty ones. This is like 2x4 by 8. This was from a 2x4. And it's just like a little bit widthy of my phone. So I've got those. I've got other wooden pieces. And so thank you to Sam for cutting all those for me. The bookends will be cool too. Well, see, there you go. Help me make up my mind. So I've got that project I need to work on. Thankfully, I have time to do that. But I just was like, I felt like I threw the other together. And I didn't feel like I did my best work. Like, I mean, it didn't look bad. But I also like threw it together in like 30 minutes. So I'm like, well, yeah, I need to do something different. I need to be better. I've been working on other collabs and stuff. Yesterday, it took me literally all day working on this. We found these signs at Dollar Tree. I love Dollar Tree. I've spent way too much money in Dollar Tree lately on craft supplies. Just saying. And I made 9 of these, I think. Yeah, different locations. Okay, so here are my thoughts. The bookends would be used year-round, whereas the first arrangement would be Halloween decor. Okay, true that. I'll make the bookends. So what I did was I got these arrow signs at Dollar Tree, and they had this like twine on it that was stapled into the back. So what I did was I cut the twine out and leaving a little bit, and I used needle nose pliers to pry everything out. It took me a while. So because I bought 13 of them, and I'm going to have 2 videos. So guys, when you see like the video for the Christmas one, and you're watching me pull out staples and go, haven't I seen this before? Yes, I'm reusing that video. Shh. But I made 9 of these. I looked up different towns or locations in horror movies. So I did Bates Motel. I did Haddonfield, Illinois. I did Elm Street. Amityville. Cary, Ohio. Sorry, after I did them last night, I Mod Podged them all. So I had them all spread out around my living room. I did Pet Cemetery. And yes, I know it's spelled with an S because that's how it's spelled online. I used 2 different fonts. I got them from defont.com, which is where you can download free fonts. And the fonts I used were Terror and Scary Halloween. This one is Terror, and this one is Scary Halloween. I did Camp Crystal Lake, Derry, Maine, and Hill House. So those are all going to go on a big stand outside as part of our Halloween decor. And like I said, I bought these little arrow signs for $1 a piece. And so I spent like $13 and they turned out really cool. I'm only typically when I do something of vinyl onto paint project, I do several coats of Mod Podge so that I'm in guarantee that they stick. But if something falls off of one of these, to me, that's going to make it a little scarier. If they weather a little bit more, that's fine. And I only Mod Podged the front. I didn't seal the back because I didn't see a need to. So it'll just be going one direction. So it's like they'll just all go on top of each other. Obviously, if there's one going the opposite direction, like this, it'll be like this, but it's all going to be on one side. So I'll be working on finishing that project up later today. Sam's got me a piece of lumber for that to go on. And then I'm making, like I said, I'm making a Christmas themed one, but there's only 4 on that one. And the sign pieces are going to be red. And I used green glitter vinyl, and I actually just did 4 different fonts on it. I did Santa's Workshop and Candy Cane Lane, Mrs. Claus's Kitchen, and Sleigh Rides. So those will go on to the red ones, and that'll be part of the Christmas decor. So I'm really excited. And those I'll finish up later. And Mod Podge one, I'll probably seal those a little bit more because I want them to stay prettier. They're not supposed to look spooky. I am really excited. And then one of the other things I have going on is a DIY Christmas decor collab. And I worked on this yesterday. I ended up doing it after Craft and Chat simply because I was waiting on something to dry. If you've seen on YouTube, there's probably acrylic pouring. I'd been wanting to try it, and I saw on Pinterest where somebody did it with ornaments, and I got all of these clear plastic ornaments last year on after Christmas sale for like $0.05 a piece or less, I think actually. And I looked up how to do acrylic pouring, and you use some sort of fluid creator because acrylic paint is thick, and so you use glue. One of the cheap way to do it is use glue, but you use glue all, a multi-purpose glue. It is not school glue. It must be this Elmer's glue all. And you mix it with your colors of paint that you're going to use in a cup, and then you pour it over your item, or you put your canvas on top, flip it over, and kind of pulse the cup over it. I've done several ornaments. I'll show you this other one first because it's super cute. This one I did because I was showing Sammy of Just Sammy Things kind of the process of how to do it. And so I just grabbed the first colors I had on my desk and they happened to be orange. And I'm like, what am I going to do with this orange ornament? I made it into a pumpkin. So here's my pumpkin ornament. And as you can kind of see like the streaking and stuff that I used a little too much glue, so it didn't kind of streak right. But I used some scrap black vinyl and made it into a little pumpkin ornament. And what I did to seal it is I put Mod Podge on it, and I put it on a bamboo skewer and put it on my tripod overnight so it would hang and dry. So the next one that I made that's actually for the video, good morning Birdwell, is this purple and pink glitter one. And this is how it turned out. I absolutely am in love with it. It crackled a little bit, which I think gives it even a little bit more of a unique texture. And so the next process I have to do is put the topper back in. So I'm just going to do that right now. Squeeze it together. Put it in the top. Push that down. And my ornament is done. And then I'm going to seal it with Mod Podge. I love my little pumpkin ornament. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out at first, but I think he looks so stinking cute. I love him. He is cute. I don't know what I'm going to do with him now, but he's cute. Hey, Christy, maybe I'll name him Fred. So, I'm just clipping off this is actually the price tag, believe it or not. I'll show you guys here in a minute. Let me tell you, scanning a ton of these at the self-checkout at Walmart was not fun. See, it's actually the barcode. I have like 3 Walmart sacks full of these because they were on 90% off and people weren't buying them. And I'm like, it's 9:30. Told you to go off again. But literally, it's super simple. You need some sort of container for your paint to go in after it's done, and you need craft foam. And to be quite honest, I probably should have cut this piece in half, but I didn't. But live and learn. But you use craft foam, and the video I watched used popsicle sticks, so I didn't have popsicle sticks. I have a ton of bamboo skewers from Dollar Tree. So I broke 2 of them in half and made kind of a square out of them, and I made it to where they fit, the ornament will fit over it. As you can see, I've done the purple and the orange. I did a red one. I did a pink one. And so this, once it gets full of excess paint, I will just throw this away and get a new one. What I have figured, roughly, depending on how many colors I am using on an ornament, I probably am using $1 worth of paint, or 50 cents worth of paint, 1 bottle's worth from Walmart. This is 50 cents for the apple barrel paint. I probably am using 50 cents worth of paint every time I make an ornament. This was, I want to say, $5 at Joann's, but I had a coupon. So I need to buy more of it. I need to find a bigger jug of it because I really love this acrylic pouring. I think it's really fun. And I've got a ton more ornaments to make. So I think everyone's getting like acrylic ornaments from me this year because each one, I could do the same exact color process. It was this Martha Stewart craft glitter paint. I actually got this on clearance at Michael's for like $1. And I used pink and purple and white. I could use that same exact color combination and it would not look the same way. It would look different. So I love how it turned out. Like I said, I need to seal it. And it will be ready to go as a gift. This is going to be a gift. And it didn't take long. I love how it turned out. Put them on your tree. I put Halloween ornaments on my Christmas tree. I put them on my Disney tree and say they're Nightmare Before Christmas ornaments. I have Halloween ornaments. I bought them after you told us to decorate our tree with Halloween. I just haven't put them up yet. It's been busy. It's been chaotic. That is my life. But what I do is I take my skewer and I put it through here, and it gives me a little bit more ways to hold it up here. And then I'll Mod Podge it, and then like I said, I'll put it on my tripod, and I'll be able to let it dry, and it'll have the same sort of shimmery sheen that this one does. What I have found, I had been buying these small bottles of Mod Podge at Dollar Tree for $1. If you're doing just a few projects with it, that's fine. But this is $30 at Joann's, and Joann's always has a coupon, and we got it for 40% off. Plus, they were doing an additional 20% off your entire purchase, so we saved like $12 on it, $12 or $15. I think we only paid like $20 for this and something else, so we saved like $12. It was great. I was very excited. Mod Podge, buy in bulk. But that's kind of everything that's going on. Coming up, like I said, this is Single Digit Dance, so I'll be going to Disney like next week. I'm very excited. So coming up for the channel, we do daily videos. We I just blanked. I'm telling you, I haven't had coffee yet. I haven't had any type of caffeine. I haven't not had my caffeine today. Chronologically, Sunday we have Craft and Chat. It's running about 2 hours now, so 4 to 6 p.m. Central Time. Wednesday nights, I have Travel Talk with Christy on Christy's Corner. This week, it is on Christy's channel, and we'll be discussing Universal Annual Passes. Thursday nights are Magical Makeup with Christy, and this Thursday is a birthday themed because Thursday is my birthday, so come help celebrate my birthday on Christy's Corner. Friday this week, I don't think the rest of this month, there is Castle Chat. Friday night, I get to go to a first home football game of the season. Several of my students are in dance. Well, not my students because the boys aren't in dance, but like the students in my classroom are in dance. And they're like, Lena, come, are you coming? Or not Lena, Miss Lena or Mrs. Hall. They call me either one. It doesn't really matter to me. Are you coming to the football game on next Friday? We're going to be dancing. Apparently I'm coming now because I can't tell you no. So I'll be at the football game on Friday. Saturday, we're going to go out to eat for my birthday since my birthday is during the week. And then next week on Sunday, obviously Craft and Chat, but next Wednesday on the 15th, there is no Travel Talk because I will be doing last minute things before my trip. And there is also on the 19th, no Craft and Chat because I will be on my way home from Florida. So that is what's coming up. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning here on Coffee Corner. The next Coffee Corner will be on Monday, September 27th. It will be back at its normal time at 7 a.m. because Sam will be at work. So I decided to do this one a little later because Sam and I got to both sleep in. So have a fantastic rest of your 3-day weekend and have a great work week. We will see you Wednesday night on Christy's channel for Travel Talk. Yep. Tell ya, need caffeine.